Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. What's up Naresh? What's up Zero? What's up Bonus? Welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day. Where did you guys finish the season up? Good morning everybody on stream. Good morning. And yeah, these are gonna be very long 2 weeks by the way. Yesterday that also was one of the things that kind of got me, because I didn't realize it's gonna be 2 weeks off season again. Means there's gonna be no BGs for 2 weeks. I was hard stuck in gold. 2 weeks? Oh yeah. Because the new season, yeah. The new season. The Battlegrounds Brawl official rules and regulations will be published and available before the start of Battlegrounds Season 10, 9th of August 20. So, now that I have ruined everybody's morning, no BGs, hello darkness, my old friend. I will actually join up our map 5, I didn't do it last night, and do some fights there. Damn, want to start earning trophy tokens again ASAP. Yeah, me too. Me too, my man. Me too. Need to buy some stuff? What stuff do you need to buy? When do the rewards come out? Normally it's, I think, Friday. Upcoming metas? I'll show the upcoming metas in a moment after I do these fights. This one's side quest is really good. Yeah, it's not too bad, I guess. But again, after July event, look at the side quest as kind of like, isn't it? You really do. One more win ended up chasing him by losing about 90 points in the last 2 days. Oof. That one more win thing is real, my man. That one more win thing has, you know, one more win always turns out in 2 more hours trying to get back the points. I barely entered my gamma. What's up Sohal, by the way? What's up Christian, Karen, everybody else? Welcome. And when I open my BG tab, so name is rank 2. Yeah, I kind of fumbled it at the end. I actually posted exactly what happened because I was like rank 2 all day yesterday. Sorry, all day 2 days ago and all day yesterday pretty much. And then Andy overtook me with like 2 hours to go. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll just stay third. And then Doppel overtook me with like 40 minutes to go. And I basically, you know, and I mean, like I still would have done the same. I just wish I didn't make the mistake that I did against the Prime from GT40. Because had I just thrown round 1, I would have been fine for the others. But, you know, mistakes happen. So, I did quote-unquote fumble the, you know, top 3 finish, but ended up at top 10, which, you know, it's still not too bad, I would say. I'd still say that's somewhat respectable. Yeah, everything unique compared to July sale, except Cyber Weekend sale. But yeah, we can definitely make it, you know, in top 3. I've done it dozens of times, you know, throughout all the seasons. I can float up there relatively often. Here comes Hulky. Oh, look at that. I got the disorient. But yeah, the week delay in the season is actually very consequential because of the Battleground store and you not being able to earn the trophy tokens at the speed you'd want them to. Oh yeah, Gamora should be quite cool in the crit me with your best shot meta, to be honest. I think. I'm not gonna say we got hit there on purpose, but we did. Stop Ankit, how are you doing? Shaggy is such a monster. Well, which meta are we talking about? I mean, I will make videos before the season starts, so don't you worry about that. But do you mean the upcoming victory track and week 1-2 meta, or do you mean crit me with your best shot meta? Crit me with your best shot meta. I'm gonna explain to you exactly who's gonna be absolute monsters. Yeah, listen up. Listen up. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to grind the arena, which we haven't gotten to, but fine. Might as well explain that. So victory track nodes. Hard Knock Life. Every time attacker performs a successful well-timed block, they gain a passive disorient, reducing their ability accuracy and block proficiency by 10% for 15 seconds. And the defender has protection, reducing all incoming damage by 60%. Knocking down the defender removes protection and grants a Fury passive, increasing attack rating by 40% for 12 seconds. When Fury expires, the protection returns and all the debuffs and defender are purified. This is gonna be quite cool meta too. When are you wearing the Juggernaut t-shirt on stream? I already did, I just need to get it washed again now. Yeah, I need to put it in wash, because, you know, the t-shirt. Yeah, champs are no longer locked for AW. So this is victory track meta. Some of the champions that will do incredibly well here is going to be something like Penny Parker. Something like Kate Bishop is going to be insane for this meta. Because you're going to get 40% more potent cold snap. And that 40% is going to kind of like lock in on that cold snap, and it's going to be crazy. And other than that, you can obviously use, you know, vast majority of the champs. But yeah, believe you me on that. There's going to be like Kate Bishop, that's crazy good. There's going to be, yeah, Toad, probably going to be quite decent. Mordor going to be a good defender. Yeah. Yeah, any champ, most of the champions who do not have attack modifiers in their kit will be immediately better. And then Gladiator Circuit is basically the same thing, except the Disorient's more potent, and evasive maneuvers will basically let opponent evade as soon as they're knocked down once. And you can play around this relatively well. The problem here is going to be Mordor and a few others who, you know, put on Degen or Shock or something on you when they evade. Oh yeah, Archangel obviously is going to be incredibly insane. Now, crit me with your best shot will have a ton of very interesting interactions. And if you're interested, I'll quickly highlight a few of them for you. So, the defender takes 100% less damage from hits that are not critical, intercepting the opponent's dash attack with basic X guns and attacker precision passive, giving them guaranteed critical hits for 10 seconds. Right. So let's take a look at some champions that will have incredible interactions with it. Number one, what you need to know here is you're gonna have champions that have high critical damage multiplier. I don't think Shuri is sorry, not sense. Warlock is gonna be great. Warlock's gonna be an absolute monster. Yeah, he just is. Because he has one of the highest crit damage in game, like second highest effectively. And in combination with his armor breaks. No, Ghost and Corvus do not benefit from this node. Like, Ghost is gonna be fine, Corvus is still gonna be just a regular Corvus basically. Warlock is going to be very potent on attack because your armor breaks are going to let you do more damage, and his high critical damage rating plus guaranteed crits will make level 2s hit super hard, and his power control will let you intercept easier because you're not going to have to worry about baiting out opponent's special attacks. Massacre is going to be crazy, yes, because Massacre and Valkyrie both will be crazy because they can crit through block. So what you do is you intercept just before you throw down that level 2, and that level 2 will crit, and it's going to deal a crap ton of damage. Yeah, Massacre will be able to finish majority of the fights. OG Switch is there as well. Electro, by the way, I think this is going to be the one time when Electro is going to be good. Because Electro is going to be, you know, reasonably fast attacker. But also because Electro will take no damage from, you know, damage over time effects, any bursts, stuff like that. There will be far fewer champions that can bypass ZeroFrostNinja or take less damage in itself. So Electro is going to be one of those champions that if you are willing to take him to like rank 3, rank 4, it might be worth running because he's going to be a solid attacker. So he's going to be quite fast. And he's also going to be a good kind of like trap type champion. Yeah. Those are a few. Another thing that just got mentioned here is OG Scarlet Witch is just going to go insane. OG Scarlet Witch is going to be crazy. 1 second, I think I have a video for that as well somewhere. Let me just go. Okay, so check this out. Man-Thing, by the way, is going to be like the best defender in this meta. So check out some. Because you get guaranteed crits, obviously all your abilities proc like insane. And Man-Thing is and will be basically one of the best defenders in this meta. Nova is going to be great too, yes. And keep in mind against Man-Thing, yeah, I'm going to explain the Man-Thing in a bit, but Man-Thing is just insane. However, just look at that destruction. The fact that you could kill a Man-Thing with a switch, that's like insane because there's like maybe 2 champions that can kill a Man-Thing. Okay, so let's go in a like more regular fight. We have Warlock here. Check this out. Check the. This is White Palmy playing, by the way, because I didn't have Sig 200 switch then. So that's like 30-second fight there. I mean, this wasn't even like that pretty, obviously. Nick Fury is going to be a crazy good defender. Oh yeah, Warlock's also going to be a good defender in this meta because unless they can get rid of his armor up, they cannot crit against him during special attacks. But check this out. Okay, so he accidentally put, well, he got level 3, which isn't intended. Level 3s do no damage, by the way, in this meta. And still, so he already got the second life. Nick Fury is gonna be crazy. Oh, okay, so we're gonna get to that, but I'm just showing Scarlet Witch here. Okay, so he eats a 2 hits from a heavy attack, that's fine. Get those guaranteed crits. There we go. And Nick is considered to be an... Okay, Nimrod. This should be a good one. Yeah, Bishop is going to be crazy good in attack. Because you're going to get all the guaranteed crits on that level too. But just check this out. He's like power locked and power drained the entire thing. He didn't even throw a special attack. He did not even throw a special attack. It was 19 seconds. But yeah, anyways. So that's that. Skull Switch is gonna be crazy good. Is it? I think. Right, what else? We will have... Sasquatch is going to be very good attacker, by the way. Because we know that he can get the massive level 2. So Sasquatch is going to be a solid attacker too. Just so you know, if I remember correctly. But okay, let's start talking about defenders. Okay, one more. Jugs is going to be insane. Insane. So easy to get intercepts with him. And he's going to be... Right, so let's start with the defenders. This is the best defender in this meta. And crit me with your best shot. This is the best defender. Just flat out. Because there's like maybe a handful of champions that can kill him on equal ranks. And the reason for that is it prevents critical hits from dealing bonus damage. He doesn't take bleed, burst, sorry, he doesn't take any, damage or time effect, doesn't take any burst damage, doesn't take any regular damage, and even though you're critting, you're still hitting whatever you normally would. So, Man-Thing is going to be the craziest mother flipper. He really will be. You better start working on getting your Man-Thing to rank 4. If you want to balance Season 10. Or you be prepared to just instantly ban this guy. Always. So besides Man-Thing, I think Mephisto is going to be quite good because he will be viable as an attacker because of his crit. So he's going to be actually relatively decently fast on attack, and he's going to be a very good defender. So Mephisto is going to be good for that meta. There's a Juggy is going to be good. So Ebony Maw will work very well as dual purpose champion. The thing with Ebony Maw is that if opponent doesn't have class advantage, Ebony Maw causes all guaranteed critical hits to miss. So opponent either has to have a very solid counter or a science champion. Otherwise, they just cannot do damage. And it's one of those situations where if you get caught with your pants down, you're just going to automatically lose. So Ebony Maw is ultra bugged. What do you mean ultra bugged? Well, Modok is fine because Modok is science. I'm not gonna go to the duel now, but can you still hit him with those? Okay, I hope they fix it before that. But Ebony Maw should be crazy good for that stuff. There we go. So that's there. Okay, so some of the other most notable Undupe will still work fine. Other most notable champions for this meta. Havoc is going to be very good dual purpose champion because his level 2 is going to hit very hard because of the increased attack rating and prowesses, and since the hits are guaranteed crits, so he's going to have a very solid damage output. But also the cool thing is Havoc reduces opponent's critical damage rating by 50%, so he's gonna be tankier than most people. Also, whenever opponent crits against Havoc, you're gonna place Plasma on. So basically, opponent has to have a champion with armor up, or they will kind of die, because you cannot do normal damage. And if you crit against him, every single crit is gonna put a Plasma on you. So 2 combos in, you're already taking a detonation. So Havoc is gonna be great, both offensive and defensive. Mr. Sinister, and I'll be honest, I actually ended up... Mr. Sinister will work very well in kind of like lower to mid tiers. At the end, I actually ended up taking out Mr. Sinister. But the point is that, Mr. Sinister regens back all the crit damage. You can also crit, only crit basically, and you need to have some sort of answer to his healing. You either need a heal block or some debuffs, which ideally will not be damage over time debuffs, right? You know what I mean, unless you have the immunity to that. So Mr. Sinister can be a massive problem on defense in that meta as well. And we have Captain Britain. Whenever Captain Britain is going to be crazy good too, because every time you crit against her, she puts on that exhaustion on you that reduces the crit damage, and she's going to be very good at stalling out of time. There will be champions that can absolutely run through her, like Kingpin and a few others, but it is going to be very, you need special. Sunspot is going to be crazy good, because with Sunspot, if you have big enough rating, you can just basically build up level 2 and throw level 2 and everything dies. Yeah. OG Storm is going to be good, because OG Storm gains prowess on critical hits. Each time either champion lands a critical hit, gain 1 prowess buff, and obviously you guarantee your special attack crits. So OG Storm is going to be nuking pretty much everything down in a single level 2. And Bishop is going to be similar. For Bishop, just build up to level 2, and pretty much everything's dead. So Bishop is going to be crazy good. Archangel Torch, blah blah blah, doesn't work either way. Domino is going to work fine too. Mutants are going to be quite good. Quite a few mutants are. Then moving on from here, Nick Fury can be very good defender, because Nick Fury has 2 full lives. Because in this meta, Nick Fury doesn't degen, so even in Sig, Storm Pyramid X will be fine too. OG Storm's better than Storm Pyramid X, but Storm Pyramid X will be alright too. Looking tired, I feel different. Magneto should work. Magneto should be fine. But Nick Fury, even at Sig 1, so this is going to be the one meta where Nick Fury's signature level doesn't matter at all. As long as you have him awakened, Nick Fury is going to have 2 full lives, because he's not going to take this degen damage at all. So whatever health he does have, double it. What else here was very good? Kingpin is going to be one of the best attackers. And the reason why Kingpin is going to be such a great attacker is because he has a ton of attack modifiers. So he's just going to hit insanely hard. Just imagine, because Kingpin doesn't, aside from his level 1, debuff, that doesn't do that much damage. He doesn't rely on anything else. And imagine if Kingpin, just Kingpin plus Corvus had a baby. So that's going to be crazy good. So Kingpin is going to be amazing. Valkyrie and Massacre should be amazing, because again, you do get your special 2 block penetration and attack rating. But you can crit through block with that node. So basically a single level 2 will nuke down anything. So Massacre is going to be crazy good. It deserves a special recognition. Cosmic class, we have Nova. Kingpin was good for mounting. Kingpin was like the only champion, I think, or like one of the 3 or 4 champions that could do math. We have Nova. Nova is going to be amazing because when struck by unblockable or guaranteed critical hits, opponents have minus 70% attack rating. The key to defeating Nova in this meta is use champions with super high crit rate that aren't guaranteed crits. Because other than that, and don't intercept, because if you do, you're just going to get off. Oh yeah, Nova is going to be very, very, very good. What else did we have? Do we have Cersei? Can be good. Cersei is going to be very good. Magneto can counter Nova. He's still going to take less damage. Yeah, Cersei is going to be one. Because she has a very limited amount of window where, yeah. Nova reduces active attack, not base. Shocks do no damage. Oh, no.
I'm gonna slap you
Cersei
right in your
will not be
penis.
great. Because shocks do no damage. Hyperion will be also one of those champions that's better than normal. With Hyperion, it's because you get, those massive furies. So you... And then, imagine those level 2 ult crits. So Hyperion's going to be very fast on attack. And he's also going to be a good defender because you need to get the intercept in order to get the guaranteed crits. But against Hyperion, it's not always super easy to intercept because you need to constantly bait out special attacks. What's up, Charion? Stealthy can pause the precision passive when he decks. Yes, Stealthy can pause the precision passive when he decks. That's a cool interaction too. Yes, you are correct. And hey, what's up, Steve? How are you doing? You can dex while playing CGR now because you're guaranteed crit. Yes, CGR obviously is going to work well too. Yes. Anything super special? Yeah, I mean CGR obviously. Galen's going to suck. Halcon is going to be good. Auto tech champions. I mean, Ghost is obviously going to work just fine. Omega Sentinel is going to be quite decent because she does have a very high base attack. So she's going to be decent. Warlock is going to be crazy good. And skill class we took a look. And in science, it's kind of going to be quite important to have some decent science champions. So Hulk is going to be crazy. Hulk's going to be very, 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 very good in this meta. I cannot explain. Hulk's going to be fucking sane in this meta. Titania is going to be good. Because, yeah, pay for intercept, does fury buffs. Even though she doesn't have like the best crit damage rating, but with those fury buffs and anything else, she's gonna do well. And she's gonna be useful. OG Spidey is gonna be crazy good. That I tell you that much. With OG Spidey, basically you'll just have to intercept before you're level 2. And that's it. Pretty much anything should die because you're gonna do quite a lot of damage with your special 2, and then they're gonna be stunned, and your intercept guaranteed crits are still gonna be active, and opponent's physical resistance is going to be lowered. And yeah, Heidi should be able to kill pretty much anything with a level 2. I don't think Moto is gonna be that great because he doesn't auto block and intercepts anyways. So that's gonna be good. Joe Fixit's gonna be very good. Joe Fixit, yeah, will be putting in work. Reed is going to be a good defender, yes, because obviously of their weight and special attack damage mitigation and inequity and everything else. Reed's going to be quite good, yeah. You're absolutely correct with that. I think those are kind of like the main ones. She-Hulk's going to be quite solid too, because of the Furies and everything else. So She-Hulk's going to be. Any class that we did not talk about? Mutants we did. X we did. Mystic kind of did too. Okay. Well, that's it. So limited attackers. I mean, yeah, kind of. But defenders are also limited. Because many of the defenders will just be shit. Many defenders that normally do well will be shit. Like Dr. Doom, for instance, is going to be a shit defender. Because, you know, one of the main reasons for his tankiness pretty much comes from the fact that he reduces opponent's crit rating and, you know, champions don't really crit against him. But now against Dr. Doom, everyone will crit. Guaranteed. And Doom doesn't have a big health pool and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of champions that normally do well. But they just won't. Like, Rinfrey is not going to be a great defender. Or, well, he's going to be alright, but he's not going to be the best defender either. But sure. Resemblance is uncanny. No, Moleman is not going to be particularly good, because he loses all of the bleed damage. Again, people are mixing the idea of, in this meta, a champion that has the lowest crit rate in the game, but high base attack and crit damage, you know, is going to be well better. So, like, you know, Corvus, Ghost, Moleman, they can be used, sure, but they're not going to be great. Because they don't benefit from the nodes. Like, Moleman's damage is going to be less than normal. Yeah, She-Hulk will be a good man-thing hunter, yes. So Ragnarok auto blocks intercepts? Yeah, but, you know, go ahead and run him. That's all I'm gonna say. Rhino is a menace. He was okay, I think. I don't remember exactly, because I remember I did rank 3 him for this meta before. I don't remember exactly how well he did. Your MCOC opinions are so S tier. Thanks, Kitty. Oh. Moondragon? I don't think she's gonna do, like, well enough. Or what do you mean? Why is that well? Most congratulations. Is Mysterio the best domino count? You mean in that meta? Or in general? In general, I wouldn't say that he's the best, but, you know, he is a solid domino counter. I remember for Aegon doing 200k 40 seconds. Oh yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Aegon's usable. Best domino counter? Yeah, Omega Sentinel will be best domino counter, I'm quite sure. I mean, for crit me meta, Mysterio is going to be one of the best domino counters as well, yeah. But Omega Sentinel is probably the best. Because you also have the safety net. And she does have very high base attack. Oh crap, I screwed up. Oh yeah, Kingpin's gonna be insanely fast, in general. Again, Crit Monkey isn't going to be anything special. People are again mixing this thing out. XLR, you should be better than this. Just because a champion drops yellow numbers regularly in any other meta, it means nothing in this meta. It doesn't. Like, Kingpin's gonna be twice as fast as him. Because Hitmonkey actually loses out on his damage output because the bleeds do no damage. And the same thing with, you know, like Ghost again. Ghost doesn't get, you know, any extra. You normally crit with her anyway. So people really, yeah, Hulk is gonna be an insane nuke. CGR is gonna be a great nuke because all of his hits are gonna be guaranteed crits. You can dex freely, you know, CGR is gonna work great. Kingpin's gonna be an absolutely insane. And so forth. But you know, you can Hyperion can easily be faster, for instance, than Hitmonkey in the next meta, because Hyperion pops up a couple of Furies, he has insane damage, and now all of a sudden Hyperion has mega damage and all of your hits crit. So again, what's the best way to put it? Forget and stop looking for champions that normally have big yellow numbers and start looking for champions that have high damage modifiers, something like that. That have a lot of fury buffs or prowess buffs, stuff like that. Like Bishop's gonna be 1,000,000% faster than Hitmonkey, pretty much all of those matters, because with Bishop you're just gonna build up to level 2, intercept opponent, and immediately everything's gonna die. Hercules is going to be very, very, very good in that meta as well, because even though you lose your burst damage, but you get massive cruelties on your level 2 and just nukes. Only got 6 arcane in battle. How much Sig do you think is ideal for defense? I don't know you. Yeah, Jubilee, Transport, all of those. And again, you know, stop thinking about which champions have yellow numbers normally and start thinking about which champions can maybe occasionally get a big yellow number, because that maybe occasionally turns into a guarantee. So something like Rintra, you can basically KO anything with a level 2. Something like Sasquatch, you know. Yeah, Thor can be very, very good in that meta. Again, cruelty is not as important as fury and crit damage rating. Cruelty helps, yeah, of course. Fury is well more important, and your crit damage rating as well. Because cruelties are subject to cruelties are subject to diminishing returns. So the most important things are stuff like armor breaks, furies, prowesses. Yeah. Oh, are you gonna beat Man-Thing? Oh, Man-Thing is gonna be insanely hard to beat. Valkyrie will work, yes. Captain Britain was crazy good for defense. I actually already explained like the best defenders. Man-Thing is gonna be like the best defender, hands down. There's like 3, 4, 5 maybe champions that can defeat Man-Thing. I think OG Hulk will kill Man-Thing. I think She-Hulk will be able to kill Man-Thing. OG Scarlet Witch was able to kill Man-Thing. But yeah, Joe Fixit was able to kill Man-Thing as well, I think. But that's it. There's like only... Yeah, there were not many Man-Thing others. Man-Thing was one of the most banned and difficult champions. Now, Galen is going to do no damage. Again, unless... Nothing does damage. No Galen, no dots, no nothing. Galen's absolutely fucking cocked and useless. No incinerate damage. No burst damage. Scorpion's gonna be shit. For instance, Torch and Archangel both are gonna be shit. Oh yeah, Massacre, I think. I don't know, could Massacre do anything in that matter? Digital, it's 2 weeks. Digi's come back. Oh yeah, Torch and AA will not be worth running. Well, wars just started, technically. Yeah, there's, well, what to do? Grind arena so I have units for Cyber Weekend sale. Or something. With Kingpin... Yeah, I think you can. Maybe. Off-season is... okay. Off-season is normally 1 week. Except last time, when it was 2. And except this time, 2 weeks. Unless Kabam is very bad at their own announcements. Valorant Brawl official rules and regulations will be published and available before the start of the Battlegrounds Season 10, August 9th, 2023. I know that you can never believe anything Kabam says, but, you know, we have to use it at least as some sort of a guide. What about the Everest content? There is none. Most of the Science Champions are going to be useless. A lot of the Science Champions are going to be useless, but again, Hulk, Joe Fixit, She-Hulk, Titania, Silk. Maybe a few more that work just fine. You're being full withdrawal by then? I know, right? I completely agree. I completely agree. Anti-Venom will be usable. No, well, Anti-Venom is going to suck on defense. But he will be usable. Ish. I guess. But yeah, it's going to be like Hulk, She-Hulk, Joe Fixit, Titanium. They're good. Oh, come on. And that was too slow. Ah, what I just done. Mother is about to have field day. Gives me matter probably. Anyone in there you think will turn out to be good for it? Time and new 6 RPG. You mean from the new 6 stars? Let us think. Gonna be Moondragon, Sandman, right? Adam Warlock. Is he in the new one or this one? I think he's in... yeah, he's gonna be in the new one. So I think Adam Warlock is gonna be good. Yeah, I think Penny is gonna be insane as well. I think it was this meta. But Penny didn't lose her shield. Silk will probably be quite decent, yeah. So I think Adam Warlock and Silk. What else are we getting in this? Lady Death Dragon, nope. Okay, so yes. You know, Danny will probably work. Danny is probably gonna be fine. But I don't think Danny's gonna be like insane either. I think, you know, Storm and Bishop and stuff like that will still be better. I don't think, like, let me put it like this. I think Adam Warlock's gonna be good. Probably the best one of the bunch. I think Silk is gonna be fine, and I think Danny is gonna be fine. But I don't think that any one of them are gonna be like, you know, the best in the class or something like that for them. Oh yeah, there is Power Shield meta, correct. Question about PGs. I had the rank 2 else take down my rank 3 penny in 19 seconds. Is it possible without modding? No. Unless you're talking about a 7-star rank 2 else and a 5-star rank 3 penny. It is not possible. I would say it's not. What about Colossus? Yeah, Colossus should be quite decent too. Probably. Need to check out how the timing works out there. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like super fast. Because you do want to land in like quite a lot of parries and... Exactly. You know, compared to like Bishop and OG Storm and Sunspot and whatnot, I don't think it's gonna be quite as fast there. How do I think Chavez will be? I think Chavez... I think will be worth the test. Come on, stop getting hit. Why did I try to play this like... Did I miss it? No BG for 2 weeks? No BG for 2 weeks, yeah. I mean, according to Kabam, anyway. I just realized it this morning as well. I mean, unless obviously Kabam's bullshitting us again, or made a mistake or something. You know, they can't even do a Twitter poll, right? So I wouldn't be too surprised if they screwed up something here as well, but we kind of still have to go with what they post on their blog as what's actually going to happen. So, but the Battlegrounds Brawl official rules and regulations will be published and available before the start of Battlegrounds Season 10, which is on August 9th. It looks like it's going to. I'm 6 starting 2 else. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Oh. Stream lagging? Is it again? I hope not. Man, why do I feel so tired? So sleepy. Alright, I need to order that adapter now. Battlegrounds Brawl is gonna be full of psychopaths instead of good top tier players. How do you figure? How do you figure? There was no need to throw that level 1. Gambit can be a good deck. Oh yeah, Gambit's gonna be solid. If you have Gambit, you should definitely run it. Probably. But yeah, guess who's gonna be insane? It's gonna be Juggy Boy. Juggy's gonna be so good. The suck ups. Well, it's gonna be either the suck ups or the people who just don't talk at all about anything. You know? What do you guys think about Vega leaving CCP? By the way, I don't think I told anybody, but from one of those Paragon crystals at some point that were coming out from somewhere, I got to dupe my Elsa. Enrique Iglesias. I don't know. Gambit is such an old character, you know. I don't think whoever made him works still there. But yeah, Vega left CCP. Spam is going to be one of the best Hava counters. I mean, anybody with an art. Yeah, I mean, probably. He's going to be decent. Warlock is going to be the best Hava counter. Most likely. I think Vega leaving, that is the best thing for him right now. I think so too. And, you know, it's one of those moments where it's kind of like, to me, like addressing the whole situation, it's kind of like bittersweet because, you know, I fully support his decision to leave. I wish more people did that. But also kind of like a shame that this is where we are. Because, you know, without trying to offending anybody, and I by no means talk about all of the CCP members, especially like smaller creators, stuff like that, but you can just smell in the air the amount of bootlicking happening, and the fact that, you know, a lot of those guys, if they're not already working for Kabam, really want to work for them in future or get some contract or and, you know, like anything and everything like that happen. And, you know, it's not like I'm on an individual level, you know, upset for anybody, you know. I think it's perfectly normal that every single person looks out for their own best interest. It kind of makes sense from, you know, certain points of view. At the same time, I think that CCP at this point is extremely bad for them. I think the game would be in much better place if CCP did not exist. Bobby? You hate Paragon crystals with a passion, over 200 now, 0.7. Oof. That doesn't sound great. To be fair, I haven't had many 7 stars either, but I did get my Hulk from a 7-star Paragon crystal. Sorry, from Paragon crystal. So much respect and support for Vega. Oh yeah, you know. I think it's ultimately a good thing what he did. I think more people should do it. I can't wait to watch his video as to what you know, how he came to this point. Literally can't trust Showcase anymore because they aren't picking up bugs in champs. Plus, a lot of people use to speak on behalf of the player. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I think CCP is harmful. Because when Kabam fucks up, and they really do, most of the big content creators for this game immediately go to defend Kabam, not the community, and they do it because they want some sort of benefit from Kabam. You know, either they do not want to lose access to, you know, daily news and information and everything else, or they're hoping to work for Kabam in future, or they do not want to piss off, you know, Kabam employees they talk a lot with, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so whenever anything goes down, either they do not say anything at all, or they effectively just, you know, kind of like try to smooth situations over. And it is exactly because of that that Kabam has been able to get away with as many things that they did. If none of those big content creators ever joined CCP, and when Kabam fucked up, people actually brought that thing up and, you know, talked about it and read it, there would be far less mistakes today than there are right now in Kabam. I can promise you that. If not a single one of the big content creators were in CCP, the game would be in much, much, much better state. Wouldn't be as heavily monetized. There wouldn't be as many bugs. There wouldn't be as many fuck-ups. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Zemo. Kevin's trying down to it. I feel the same kind of. And yeah, when it comes to like champion reviews, stuff like that, I never really believe them. And I don't. I do watch some of the champion showcase sometimes, but that's just to get like a basic idea of like mechanics or some basic information. But I never trust anybody's opinion. Like as soon as somebody tells me this champion is good or bad or something, like my brain just completely blanks it out. It really does. Because I think the best example here was when Jubilee was released. We had like new mutant god tier champion, stuff like that, and there's a shit ton of champions like that. And yeah, because of things like that, I just do not take any of those opinions serious anymore. And I mean, obviously, everybody, you know, can be wrong in assessment of champion. I have been wrong in assessments of champion. But when you're consistently wrong in one direction, and the direction is hype up a champion that's not worth the hype, then, you know, it tells me everything I need to know. But obviously it's not just Jubilee, but that's just literally the thumbnail that I still remember to this day, years later. When Jubilee got released. New mutant god tier. Something like that. And, you know, how many of you use Jubilee a lot? And I'm not saying that she's like an awful champion, but certainly not a fucking god tier. You know, she's not an archangel. But yeah, therefore, there are very few people whose opinions I take seriously about champion. Even like Nick, you know, I love Nick. He's a very skilled player and stuff like that. But when it comes to like new champions being released, I don't think he has like great takes in most cases. Nagase is a very optimistic kid. I find Nagase's videos, you know, fun, cool, good, useful. But also, you know, every new champion is like great. And to be fair, he did talk about Hinder damage sucks. So to be fair about that, yes. But yeah, there are very, very few people who I kind of feel in sync with champion opinions. And, you know, that's also one of these things, like, what's the best way to explain? Because people often kind of blame me for, like, you know, being quote-unquote negative or pessimistic and stuff like that. But, and let me explain the very base thought process that I have. Because if I say something, I truly, genuinely believe it. And you know, if I think something's going to be good, I will say something's going to be good. And if I think something's going to be bad, I will be very cautious about it. But here is the big thing. I understand that I have been gifted an opportunity to make these videos and to show them to people. I also understand the consequence of it. Because a lot of people, for one reason or another, do take the things that I say about champions or games seriously. And there will be a lot of people, if I will say that I think this champion is going to be insanely good, that will go based on that. I don't know how many, I don't know how often, but you know, if a new champion's coming out, I'm going to say, I think this champion, like, hey, this champion looks insane, and then I get the champion, and then I say, this champion, you know, is fucking amazing. And there will be a ton of people who will spend money to get that champion because I said it. He's fucking. There will be and not to kind of like make myself overly self-important. I'm not saying it's many people, but there definitely will be, you know, because I do have people watching those videos, and there are quite a few people who do trust my opinion. And therefore, by definition, if I'm unsure, you know, I will be more cautious. I will never hype a champion up that I'm not sure about, or that I'm hesitant about. Like, you know, Spider-Man 29 or something like that. You know, now, a year plus later, Spider-Man 29 is an amazing champion. No, fucking sucks. And that's the same thing about everything. I'm not saying I don't make champion hype videos or I don't say positive things about champions. I do. And if I do, then I really, really believe it, because that is what I genuinely think about that champion. But I will never make a video saying, you know, Nova is like the best cosmic champion, even though I might personally like that champion. And I was like, no, it's fucking insane. I was like, no, there are better cosmics. And even when I ranked up my Nova to rank 5, you know, I like Nova. I think he is better than many people give him credit for. Obviously, there are at least a handful of better champions. No, didn't even make it my cosmic top 10 rank. He barely made it. He was like 11th. To be fair, if I did it again, maybe I'll put it like 10th. But the point is, yeah, because you help nobody by hyping up a champion. Especially if you don't believe it. If you don't believe it, you're just hurting people. If you are screaming that, this new random champion is fucking insane, even if you don't think so, and it isn't, you're helping nobody. You're just basically hurting and fucking people over. That is what I think. So I do think, you do need to be quite responsible with the way you word the way you talk about these things. And anybody who automatically hypes every champion, even if it comes from relatively innocent place, I just can't take seriously, and I think that they are doing disservice to the community. And again, obviously I'll be wrong, but even the times when I'm wrong, people blow it out of proportion. Like, I wasn't on board on APOC hype train when APOC got released. And what I said specifically was, I'm not hyped about APOC yet. I want to see more. Or, I'm not completely sold on APOC. I want to see how it's going to work out. And then, yes, obviously, for when APOC came out, works out great for one reason or another. And, fair enough. But I never, in those videos, said APOC sucks, or APOC's going to be a dud, or APOC's going to be a noodle. That I want to see more, or I'm not just sold. And people took that as me saying and thinking that APOC sucks, which I never did. Which, everybody was super hyped for APOC. I was quite worried, because of the charges and his damage output and some of the footage from the deep dives and stuff like that. And yeah, I was like, I'm just not hyped about him yet. I want to know more about champion. And now, many years later, people still leave on comment. It's like when KT said APOC's gonna suck. Never fucking said it. People just took it and ran with it. Anyways, such is life. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Up, youngin? How are you doing? You shouldn't fumble the bag at the last moment. I mean, it happens. I mean, I didn't really fumble because it was either I win and I get back to C2, or I lose and I stay in C4, Would using 30% boost help increase the range score? Yes, slightly. And it increases your speed, so. When I do feature champion grinds, I occasionally pop on some boost, yes. You just keep 100, but people need how to learn how to make their own decisions? Absolutely. To those people, 95% of my rank ups follow you. Thank you. Zemo Nerf just seems dumb. He's honestly not. Yeah, exactly. Zemo was already one of the bottom 3 champions in 2023, in my opinion. And after all the changes to him, he's probably going to be like bottom 1 or 2. Does Quicksilver need high sig? I don't think so. Not really, no. Do take your word for champion rank ups. I only understood Mephisto as a good defender. Alright. Same here, thanks Katie. I don't have useless rank 4 Zemo shockers or Spidey 29s. Thank you. CCP videos is a lie because CCP promote Kabam change champions. Oh yeah, I mean I agree. And CCP, like, champion showcase will never give you a balanced view, or they just refuse to. Ranked up many champs due to your inputs, and you don't miss often in my experience. I remember you're like the only person who gave me a sucker laugh. Thank you. Zemo Nerf, but yeah, again, obviously I will have my misses, but even then I genuinely do mean what I think. Okay. Zemo Nerf kill his hype crazy bad. He was not great before his hype or after his hype, though. They could have not changed Zemo and he would still be so-so. Because at the moment in the game, Zemo is unchanged, right? And this was like a meta where Zemo basically, if there was meta where Zemo is going to be good, it should have been this last meta. Because you get a single parry, you purify everything, you don't take any damage from deep wounds if you purify all of that and bleeds and anything else, so you still have high HP, and you inflict a ton of bleeds on opponent, and those bleeds prevent opponent from healing. This was pitch perfect, the best meta for Zemo. As good of a meta for Zemo as there can be, basically, or ever will be. But he still sucked. Like, I took my Zemo to rank 4 specifically for this meta because I don't have high opinion of Zemo. But I checked the abilities and I thought, this is perfect. That's what I thought. I thought it makes sense. Zemo in this meta is perfect. One parry, opponent's rooted, you can tee off on them, get to level 2, they're rooted again, and you can just go to town, do business. And Zemo is still fucking awful. He just was. I used him like for 2 matches, realized that yeah, he works, but he's still slow as fuck, and I took him out of my deck. Even though this was the perfect meta. He's just not fast in BGs. I mean, like, here's the thing. Yeah, he's absolutely not fast in BGs. Even in a perfect meta. Is he decent for story content? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Story content is the best thing going on for him. Do I give a shit? No, because there are 150 champions that are good for story content. There really, really are. If a champion's selling point is story content, champion has no selling point. Because vast majority of remotely decent champions are good for story content. And then this route change made him significantly worse for Alliance War. Because that was kind of like the best case scenario for Zemo. You give him a skill power boost, has the relic, boost up, improve his damage, and then just go and, turbo lock something else. And they kind of even took that away. So ultimately, I legitimately believe Zemo is bottom 3 champion in the game right now. And once his balancing is going to go live, he's, even worse. No BG for 2 weeks? Yes. This CCP is like a very long job interview for some people. I think so. I mean, that's what they hope for. I feel like August champions are going to be super strong for creepy meta and BG general. Probably, possibly. The Zemo fix is not bad. I mean, yeah. I don't think it makes like a massive difference, but it does make it. Yeah. I was barely interested in Zemo before his balancing was announced because of those interactions that Kabam balanced. And now that they did, no. Back in hiding? Alright, go back and hide some Triple G. Handle the truth, and when they say the truth, they hate you. Don't worry, keep always young. Zemo 6-star rank 4-200. He mostly looks pretty in BG, but that's what it is. He's banned for the. Fair enough. Yeah, I suppose so. But Zemo was intimidating until you realized how to fight him. After you learned it, he's down. We need to take down the showcase about the champions deep dives. Oh yeah, that's another thing that really, really wound me up. That Shocker thing where in Kabam's showcase, Shocker did like extra, 40-60% damage? Something like that. I think it was 40 or 50% damage more than he does when he actually got released. And Kabam just leaves it up there. That's like fucking false advertising if I have ever seen one. How about the fact that, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a video about it laughing my ass off as well. Definitely gonna make a video laughing my ass off about being mega stingy with those rank down tickets as is, right? And then this end up getting rank down tickets and they're bugged. You heard me say, what did you hear me say in my last video? What did I say in my last? I said a lot of things. Okay. Full 6-star Scorpion, how generic Stone Park would be better leave him on a weekend for arenas. No, you should definitely. I mean, I would definitely work on Scorpion. Scorpion's insane. He's not gonna be amazing for the next meta, but in general, he's. He's not fast on attack. He's very mediocre as a defender, and he's mechanic though. Yes. Zemo profile picture boss though. I'm not disputing that. No, I said Zemo is in bottom 3 champions this year. If I said in the game, then I obviously made a mistake. But what I mean is, check out 2023 champions released. Okay, so let's play a game. Better or worse than Zemo? Or more valuable or less valuable than Zemo? Absorbing Man, I think it's obvious. Adam Warlock, in my opinion, better than Zemo. Future Ant-Man, definitely better than Zemo. Cassie Lang, definitely better than Zemo. Danny Moonstar, yeah, I'd say she's better than Zemo. Don't think many people will disagree with that. Kate, definitely better than Zemo. Kindred, not gonna talk about him yet, but ultimately I do think he will be more valuable as Zemo, just as a pure defender anyways. Lady Deathstrike, 1,000,000% better than Zemo. Moondragon, yeah, I think better than Zemo. You know, I don't think too many people have her, but I think she is better than Zemo. Sandman, we can debate on that. I think we can, yeah, put the debate here. Shocker, I think we can debate on that either. I don't think Shocker has any real value at the moment. Silk, definitely better than Zemo. Blue Vision, if she isn't better than Zemo right now, she will 1,000,000% be better than Zemo after she gets tuned up. Because she's gonna get increased ability accuracy, so she's gonna be able to do dominoes and, you know, get more damage and whatnot. So we have Shocker, Sandman, and Zemo, as I would designate them as bottom 3 champions in 2023. Which in the first place, by the way, does mean that overall Kebab has done a good job with champion releases in 2023. Let's make it clear, like, you know, none of these 3 champions are awful, all things considered. You know, there are many way worse champions, and every previous year we had bigger dads. Like, you know, the worst champion so far this year is better than Britain and, you know, a bunch of other champions that just don't do anything at the moment. Sam Wilson, you know, Sam Wilson was almost great, but isn't, stuff like that. So I do think that overall Kebab has been relatively consistent and done a better job. But also, yeah, we have Shocker, Sandman, and Baron Zemo, which I think are the bottom 3 champions. And if it comes to me, like, personally, which one I think has the least amount of value? Which one I think is the worst? I would say Zemo. But I would accept, you know, some sort of discussion about Sandman and Shocker and stuff like that. But I do think that Zemo is definitely bottom 3. Possibly the worst champion released this. And yeah, I don't think that's even controversial. I don't think there's much you can say about the bottom 3. No. Highly doubt that you can prove to me that Zemo is better than Adam Warlock or Cassie or, you know, Lady Deathstrike or something. I'll send the clip later. Alright, thanks. One man has more utility than Shotgun and Zemo already. I mean, yeah, I agree. But again, the same thing with like, well, we'll see how it happens with Sandman. I do think Sandman, because I think Sandman's probably going to be a quite good defender for Plugmas too. Rules buffed by Kabam became irrelevant following July 4th. Yes, that is completely. To be fair though, and again, this might piss a lot of people off. I do think, obviously, the gap between free-to-play and pay-to-win at the top-end roster power is fucking awful. I agree with that. However, and somebody's gonna be very mad, I do think that it's not as bad as many people, myself included, would think in terms of competitive aspect. You are obviously at a huge disadvantage, but the fact that like Nick with his account managed to get like C6, I mean, first of all, that's, you know, incredible achievement by Nick, but it also does prove that you can fight back against significantly bigger accounts. And when you take a look at the opponents that Nick was fighting for like the Mysterium and C6 spots, not too many of them were like mega rosters, you know? I think the mega rosters were still largely stuck in, yeah, I can say that. But again, you can say that Nick is an exception, but I'm talking also about opponents that Nick was fighting. Many opponents had bigger rosters than Nick, but it wasn't like they had like the 15 or 20, you know, rank 5s and many 7-star rank 2s all that often. And it did in fact turn out that majority of these mega whales and the biggest accounts, you know, were stuck somewhere in Quantum or something like that. Obviously, I'm not saying the situation is as good or something like that. It's just that I thought it would be utterly impossible, regardless of how good you are. Again, I do agree that Nick is not an average representation of a player with that size count or something like that, but yeah, no, I was still surprised that he made it, and I think it's, you know, impressive. Oh, good night. I had 5 to 5 points and 2 rank 5s. That's a roster and drafting phase is a huge factor. Of course it is. I'm not trying for a second to deny it. I'm really not. And I do sincerely think that Kabam needs to address this thing urgently. That's in the seeding balance. I'm not sure exactly how the seeding thing is going to work. We do not have full details yet, youngin. We do not have full details on how the next season is going to work exactly. I don't think we do anyways. Oh yeah, I mean, I use Sandman a lot in BGs. Didn't you see? 1 second. Sandman was like one of my... Dude. Sandy Boy was... Where's the Sandy boy fight? Check this out. Oh, sorry about that. I used the 5-star Sandman in Battlegrounds. This previous season was insane. This previous meta was insanely good for Sandman. Oh crap. Oh, thank God I didn't press on it. I was going to try it out in 7,000 and put the game out of posture. I don't want to spend much time speculating on things like that. I mean, Sandman is objectively... Well, we don't actually know how good or bad he's going to be. That's why I'm kind of hesitant on Sandman. Because hardly anybody has a 6-star Sandman. But also the fact that Sandman was very good in previous meta. It has everything to do with the speed of heal reversal and him just being bleed immune. And has nothing to do with any of his other abilities. The Sandman could literally lose 99% of his abilities and just retain his special 1 effect and bleed immunity, and he would have performed exactly the same in last meta, even if he was doing like 0 damage on his basic. You know what I mean? So you can't judge Sandman on how he performed in last meta. Because it was just like picture perfect for him. Where, again, 90% of his abilities didn't even matter. So yeah, obviously, you know, it doesn't diminish Sandman's stock in anybody's eyes, but I don't use it as a, you know, accurate measure of whether he's good or bad champion. You know, you could literally bring in a 4-star Sandman again and do pretty much the same thing. Kind of like, yeah, let's say Captain Britain and treat me with your best shot meta. It's just like that, like one thing or one ability that's extremely symbiotic with the meta, and that it automatically elevates that champion for this specific occasion. Top of mind. Means easier rotation with less ramp up. Maybe. Again, I haven't really played Zenlon. I have done these Battlegrounds meta fights, but I haven't like never done a Realm of Legends Winter Soldier fight the Sandman and learn his rotations or anything like that. So I genuinely don't know yet. Properly. Of all of the champions released this year, you know, aside from Kindred, who is basically brand new, for like the least actual proper kind of experience or value, like engagement of Sandman. Oh yeah, Kate, very good. Very, very good. So you complete the highest level and get best game rewards, you'll get enough resources to rank 5, rank 2. Cyber Weekend at most, and then you just buy it. Enough for that. Well, I do think, again, I really can't understand what the hell is Comrade waiting for. You know, Skate is bugged, we just don't know. That might be, you know, stop. That is a very, very scary thing. Even though Obama obviously said Kate is fine in her balancing, there is just no way of us knowing whether Kate is not bugged, you know. Honestly, the smart thing is to forget about grinding MCOC. Go work and save $10 each month for every. Yes, that's better. Yeah, I think it is. Oh yeah, Kate I want to get my K to rank 5, but there are some champions I need to do first. Skill class. At least one more for K. I need one of the skill defenders to go. Either a Tuma or Korg or something. To be honest, I think Atuma is a bit on the... I think... I am not sure how long will Atuma remain as hyped of a defender as he is. Like in the last region meta, I didn't even bother banning him most of the times. And I didn't bother running mine. Because, yeah, he just wasn't that great. He was very good in that unstoppable meta. Yeah, exactly. Atuma goes down easy. And the only thing doing anything is the taunts. And only other thing is if the fight lasts long enough or he somehow gets enough, debuffs and whatnot to or if you parry by accident and then he goes unstoppable, then it can kind of go sideways. But I don't think I want to rank 5 my Atuma. I wanted to in that unstoppable meta. I felt like I'm really, missing out. But after the region meta, I really don't want to rank him up. Because, yeah, he just goes down really, really quick. And there's plenty of options that do him with very high health. The dude is absolutely right. Oop. Let's go poisons. Bit untasteful to come out months after the chapter release as a bug even after people. Yeah, it is. I completely agree, Zero. It's also, in my opinion, a bit untasteful to call bug fixes balancing out. Oh yeah, the region meta was good for Scorpion. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be major change to Ranger, by the way. I do think he's gonna be slightly worse, but I don't think it's gonna be like, I don't think it's gonna be as big of an impact like it was with Mallman, let's say, or something. War Machine for Dominant Creamy Meta? I don't think I'll... maybe. But, it's a legitimate option. Essential will come out when 6 stars will be so far ahead it won't matter anyways. Yeah, unless they do it very soon, it really won't matter. Because, yeah, at the moment 7-star rank 2s are effectively a rank ahead of 6-star rank 5. They just are. Because 6-star rank 1 is, basically, sorry, 7-star rank 1 is basically. 6-star rank 5. I think it would be better if Summoner Showdown introduced Ascension instead of a rank 3 gem. Yeah, I think it would be better. I think it would be much better. The fact that there is Summoner Gem, the rank 3 gem in Summoner Showdown means only one thing. There will be rank 3 materials in Cyber Weekend, and there will be quite a bunch of rank 3 7-stars by Christmas, you know. Which, you know, I don't like, given the fact that we haven't seen a single 7-star Sig Stone, single 7-star Awakening gem. Yeah, Ascension won't make much of a difference. At all. I don't think it'll enough. Thekiryu buff better be good. Better be. All the stores need a very good buff. Right, wrong. As soon as the fight started, for whatever reason, I thought I'm using Ebony more. And he intercepted me here. Okay. Gonna play? Let's play. The naughty professor. Wait, why can't I throw a special attack when I'm trying to throw a special? Okay, us to get excited about ascending faster rank 5 champions. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it's going to be. So yeah. Ascension better be coming fast. Better fun. My Darkhawk is randomly Sig 200 now. By the way. I have like a few champions now that are Sig 200 that I haven't given a single 6 stone to. What is Ascension? It's basically extra rank, like for 6 stars and 5 stars. Basically, I imagine your 6-star can go to rank 6. And the rank 3 rank up gem. I mean, there will be in the Summoner Showdown. No, but the you know, thing. Battlegrounds Brawl or whatever it's called. And there will probably be one in Cyber Weekend offers. If not, then definitely around Christmas time. Oh, that should be dead. Thanks. Well, it sounds cool if it happens soon, because if we have 7-star rank 3s, then Ascension won't mean a fucking thing. Or barely anything. But maybe. Do you think new Everest content's coming out soon? Yeah, ish, probably. Hope, I fucking hope. Solo content's been dead in 2023 pretty much. There's been like one thing that's come out that's actually interesting. I don't even give a shit about story content anymore, honestly. I used to be excited for like, you know, when 5.3, 5.2, 6.1, 6.4 gets released. After Act 6, I was excited for 7.1. I was less excited for 7.2. I really didn't care much for 7.3. I didn't, you know, only reason I was excited for 7.4 was because it finished the act. 8.1 and 2 are 8.1, sorry, you know, whatever we have of Act 8 so far, I really care about. I look at what they're doing with story content now as simply something I have to rush through to get the rewards. And the rewards aren't even like that consequential compared to, you know, fly sales. Ultimately, I don't enjoy the story content anymore. I used to enjoy it when it was hard, when I needed to use some revives, when I had to plan, when I had to look up the strategies, you know, when I really genuinely thought, will I have enough items? Or will I have enough items and units to clear it or something like that? And whatever they're doing now is story content. I just, you know, obviously I want them to release it because I want to get the rewards, but that's literally it. I don't look forward to playing it. A good, you know, again, a couple of years ago, I would have been mega excited to play every, you know, beta or something like that. And now, I really don't want to look at it as kind of like a waste of time and something that I might want to struggle through. You know what I mean? And the same thing with story content. I just want to get it done as soon as possible. And I just really, really don't care about story content anymore because of it. I just want to get the rewards. And like, look, I'm not saying everybody has to feel the same way. And I understand that not everybody is like glutton for punishment and stuff like that. But at the same time, this is my opinion. This is the way I feel about it. So, yeah. Like, just don't care for it anymore. At all. Like, I'm extremely apathetic towards it. What did Gold say? Oh yeah, don't do that now. Who wants to do battling not? Yeah, well, that's kind of... Here's the thing, I think when Act 6.2 originally was released, kind of like summarize all that thing. I love content like original Act 6, something like that. I agree and I understand why so many people were pissed off with it. And I don't think content like Act 6 should be story content. I don't think it should be mandatory tied into... I think it can be story content if it's not a main, you know, requirement for getting higher progression levels. I think if Kabam is going to do roster-based progression levels, you can do roster-based progression levels. It doesn't have to be anything to do with story content. And then Kabam can make story content. I think Kabam just kind of like made a sequence of errors that led to the situation with basically the worst possible outcome. Because initially they tied your progression purely to story content, which is fine. In that case, I don't think you can release content like Act 6 originally, because there were a ton of fights that you would just never realistically expect an average player to get through. Or had Kabam tied the progression like they do now with X champions and stuff like that, I think it's fine. Then you can release Act 6 as hard as you want, Act 7 as hard as you want, Act 8 as hard as you want, because you don't have to do it, and you can still progress in the game and play through it and, you know, enjoy everything. I think the exact problem with the Act 6 and 7 and the entire story situation comes from the fact that it is a mandatory content that, you know, Kabam needs to make sure that an average player gets through eventually, you know, things like that. And the mentality of young people these days are not, you know, it's hardcore games, stuff like that. You know, can you imagine playing like your PS1 and dialing up your game developer bitching that the game is too hard? You know, it would never occur to me, but that's all people do these days. And so here we are. In this day and age, you can't have Act 6 be a mandatory content. And that's the entire problem. I think Kabam should release challenge modes like Act 6, you know? That, I think that would be, if they insist on tying your account progression to story content, I think it's fine. Release these vanilla, half-hearted, stupid, you know, Act 7s, Act 8s, whatnot. But, you know, make Act 6 type of content as well as like a challenge, as like Eternity of Pain type of thing. Or yeah, just make sure that account progression has nothing to do with story content and then make it hard. I think the problem literally is the fact that it's mandatory. Okay, 8.2, plan on doing. Oh, anyway, challenging fun choice. Well, that's kind of like the thing. You get frustrated for it when you were doing it, but you were proud once you did it because it genuinely felt like an accomplishment. I feel nothing like that anymore for virtually any piece of content. Nothing Kabam has released in the last couple of years has made me feel remotely as good as 6.2 did, for instance. Because that was an actual challenge. I wasn't... If Kabam released 8.3, I'm going in with the thought of how quickly I can blitz through this thing, knowing that I'm not going to use any items and maybe a handful of items of boss. That's my only worry. How long is it going to take? I'm not worried about whether I have the right champions. I'm not worried about whether, you know, I made a mistake and I selected the wrong team. I'm not worried about whether I can do it and stuff like that. Don't give a shit about it. The only thing is like how, you know, how quickly. And that wasn't the case with 6.2. And I stand by the no retreat path always, RNG baby. But yeah, that's what I think, you know. I think Kabam made story content meaningless and doesn't... I feel zero accomplishment about completing story content. Like, nothing. Just nothing. And I felt very good about myself when I finished it too. Fairly on. Oh, Mystic Awakening Gem. No. 6.2 had a ton of real challenges originally. I don't know when you did it, but you know, you do know that Act 6 has been nerfed like 8 times now. A Mystic Awakening Gem and the rank 3 Absman. Yeah, I would give it Absman, yes. I don't even need revise for... Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't need revise at all. I mean, every time new story, new chapter comes out or something, I end up using like a couple of revives, but that's only because I rush into the boss fight without learning it. I do the entire quest without any items, and then I, you know, basically learn the boss fight live, and that's where I use my only items, more or less. Glad we got some units. Got some units. And we can open something. Oh, let's pop this open. One sec. Come on. Woohoo! Energy refill and 15 units. Not bad. 45. Where are my units? Scoundrels. Halo Future and for Awakening Gem. Which one do you like more? I think both have solid options, man. You're not gonna go wrong with either one. Just pick whichever one you enjoy more. And oh yeah, 6 stars were insanely rare back then. There's absolutely nothing in the game that's challenging it used to be. Well, that's kind of wrong. There's Battlegrounds top 10. POP Gauntlet, just DJ versions of what we use regularly. I mean, like, yeah, I agree. Anybody remember how insanely hard were first celebrity challenges? You know, not many people were able to beat like Colson's challenge initially, like that. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel.